Perfect.
It's almost 8 p.m. July 30th, year 2020. Nashville. Well, I got sunburned in the face today. I went there while walking. So yeah, so I went to Subway, charge up my little Apple device thing here. I think it's like a thingamajig there. Working fine and everything. Everything's working fine. Everything was working fine with it though. So I charged it up at the Subway where I live at, in the south side of Nashville, right? So it's the first time charging it up there. So have my little turkey salad, right? And a turkey 6-inch sub. And I ate the salad, pocketed the sub, baked it in the fridge when I got home later on that day. Well, it's today. Anyway, long story short, I'm minding my own business by the ball field on campus. And lo and behold, my radio was working fine on the device. And it was like Nashville hip hop channel. That's when it stopped. Had the Jack FM radio station was working fine during the day before I charged up the Subway. But after I charged it up at Subway, I got my wire and everything. And I charged up the Subway restaurant, listened to the headphones, and then it went no signal. So I thought that was odd. So maybe I thought it was private property because there's no handguns allowed on that part of the property by the ball field, soccer field by Hart Street or something like that. So I'm walking all over the place trying to get off campus so my Amazon device would work, and so I get home my pad and try to plug it into the PS4 box, or it doesn't have a signal to it though, and I blame the Subway restaurant. It was working fine after I charged up the Subway restaurant. Never done that before. I thought that was odd. But it's July 30th though, and it's like International United Nations Day or something. I don't know. And before that, July 30th was the July 29th. They had a lot of investigations and such, getting grilled by Capitol Hill over a webcam because due to this virus they have and such. But we're gonna I'm gonna try to make it like a constructive video chat, whatever, be constructive and instead of being indecisive or decisive, whatever. Anyway, so these are the headphones I have with it though. I don't like a lot of I like cheap headphones. It's Panasonic. I had it for a while, but that's what I like to use out and about because it rains, and the headphones get messed up and such. So that's that. I do have studio headphones that it was a gift or something, but it's pretty top-notch headphones here. They work pretty good. I made a beat with these, but these are truly made for making beats and such on a keyboard. It's pretty top-notch headphones, but I don't want to be caught out and about with these headphones. Yeah, they got like a gold wire to it and everything. Had like a tooth to it too, so I could hook up to the back of it and everything. But these are the headphones I got. They're pretty I made a beat in December of last year with these headphones. Around December. Right? And then New Year's happened and I had to be somewhere for New Year's. Last time I got sick. I had a Michelob thing. Last time I threw up was on New Year's. This New Year's, yeah, right. Watching that dog or something. I'm a professional throw-upper though, so I am pretty cool throwing up and everything. So let's get this here, right? Yeah, right. So yeah, man. So I went walking today. I got crazy. I didn't realize this though. I got crazy statistics on the walking fitness and stuff on here. Yeah, it keeps track of your walk and such on here. Your fitness and Nike fitness thing here. And I'll show you. Sit on down here. And I got cleaning service for tomorrow, but Yeah, right when the height of the epidemic we're having, you know, because of the virus. I don't. Oh, so it's the thing here. What's the other fourth one? I don't know what the fourth one is. This came out of nowhere. All right, so we're going to fitness. Crop rates. It's charging up or something. Anyway, so this thing didn't work. The radio didn't work. The radio didn't work. I thought that was bizarre. Never happened before. It happened on my Sony device, but this is an Apple device. This is like an iPod. What does this thing says? Yeah, iPod Apple. So you have it. It's thinking. So it's not even like, not even computing or nothing. So there's a lot of. I noticed Nashville has a lot of. I'll be blunt. They have a lot of spies in America. People think they're American, but they're not really American. That's my notion of it, though. I don't know what y'all. But I know there's a lot of surveillance in Nashville, but America in a whole, there's a lot of spies. United Nation of spies in America. And my input of America is you wouldn't have the world here. I got it going. See, I got it going now. It magically it's worked and such. It worked for me, man. I know, right? Anyway, so on to another topic. It keeps track of your stats. See my stats? It's all the shine on it though. Anyways, you can't see it though. July 20th, July 2020. So today I walked 5,880 steps. July 30th. July 29th I walked 4,930 steps. July 23rd is when I was walking. So I was cooped up in the crib for like 6 days, and I went walking 2 days. Did about 10,000 steps in 2 days. So, and it keeps. I didn't realize it keeps track like that. Look at the camera, dude. Yeah. So, can you see it? I can't see it. Anyway, so besides that, I don't really now the radio works. Well, I'm not. Oh no, it don't work. Well, it was working, so I turned it off. Does my music work? No, it don't work. Anyway, so it just cut off the radio signal. It was working, but it cut off. Anyway, so yeah, so can't really see the glare of the thing, so over like that. I go walking with that, you know. So I want to say is America has a lot of spies in this country, and it's like tonight is like look it up, wiki it up. It's United Nations or diplomatic relations. United Nations diplomatic day or international diplomatic day and such. And then the virus and such. Yeah. So no sugar. Hey. Watched a little bit of that. Today I watched a little bit of that funeral until Nancy Pelosi. She wasn't even invited to the podium. She just walked up there and started talking and such. That's when I got ready to go out walking out and about, walking and such. I figured she was stalling time for Obama to talk. That's what I thought. So I was like, okay, so naturally I thought Obama was supposed to be talking next after Clinton. So it was Bush, Clinton, and Obama, but Nancy just butted in it. You know, the announcer didn't even say that she was walking up to the thing. She just walked up there, right? Started yapping, or no, not talking, whatever, whatever. And then, but I watched from the beginning to that point, and I went walking and such. And I walked into home around, since my radio didn't work, I want to listen to the radio station of the localized radio station, but my thing didn't work, so I thought it was odd. And they always mess up my orders here too. So I order food from Walmart, Amazon. I get the wrong order, you know, and all that. So I don't know. And then I live in a hotbed or a hub of the virus. So I don't know. If you get the virus, you have a 20% chance of meeting your demise of the virus. So I don't know. But you know, I have been drinking alcohol since April. Around my birthday, around April 18th, 20th, you know, so there you have it. Woo! Have my window open. I always have my window open to get the fresh air, because you don't know what's living up in here and such, so you got all walks of life living up here. Right? Right. Yeah, so, yep, July 30th. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. So I know in Nashville they got a lot of publishing issues. I know, but I think it's surveillance, because a lot of dope addicts or whatever, you know, I don't know. But also there's spies too in this country. So there you have it. So. There you have it. In my input on the world, America, if America wasn't America, the world was already becoming a monopoly at that point. And lo and behold, like a tadpole, America became America, right? So they had to put whatever had affairs and whatever affairs that they had checked up because of America. So everything alluding, you know, up to this point, it was all your history, world's history, was thanks to due to America, right? Right. So America was America, and the world was becoming a monopoly at the time. Think about it, right? So there you have it. So all them days walking the earth, from America was America since 1776 or something that notion, right? So yeah, so about 200 some odd years, I guess. Y'all, people that walk and the family members and all that good stuff, genetics and such, thank America for that, right? Thank America because you weren't talking Chinese or German or Japanese, because America, right? Bradley tanks to Sherman tanks. Black folks all looking like Eddie Murphy fight in the snow with big lips. Both of them look like Eddie Murphy. All of them look like Eddie Murphy. Right. So there you have it. Next to Bradley or Sherman. I forgot which one would. One of the tanks was not doing so well. It's getting ate up by the German tanks. So they invented a new tank that flipped up the odds, statistics of that. So yeah. So those army people were black soldiers that looked like all of them. That's deep now. It's real talk. They all look like clones of Eddie Murphy. And Eddie Murphy wasn't even born yet. He might have been born. I don't know. Anyway, so all them soldiers in the snow, like that, the snow cigars and the hats, such. Every single one of them looked like Eddie Murphy, or clones, or brothers, whatever. You know, platoon of them, right? So there you have it. On that notion. That's a bright light. Yeah, so, got a lot of sun today. I got like somebody getting over here at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was living off $200 a month just to eat food and such for 6 years in this apartment, right? So, now, you're getting a boatload of money all these people wanting to be in your face for your money, right? Well, I had no complaints with living off $200 a month for 6 years in this apartment complex, right? Now people want to get like 600 or 400 and such, whatever, a week, right? I know, right? Try to like cover the tracks over here like Vanderbilt, right? Nurses and such, nympho nurses and such, right? Or whatever, you know, in Vanderbilt, right? So they cover the tracks. So you talk to one nurse that looked after you, she don't know, maybe it was her substitute. You know, 300 of them, because they all teach each other like a curriculum or something, right? So. And they all don't know, they don't interact with each other, nurses in the profession, because the malpractice or whatever, though, I don't know. So they cover the tracks up in here real good. I guess in all hospitals, right? So anyway, so when I moved in this building, right? I first moved up in this building, it was private property, right? Now, I don't know, it might be private property, I don't know, but anyway. When I first moved up here, they had mold. My clothing had mold in it, right? So the walls had mold and such, right? So it got bought out for people from Knoxville, Tennessee, right? So we had to like relocate in the building after so we got hardwood floors and all that good such, right? Trying to cover the tracks with a new owner, like something with the New York City buildings and such, right? Think about it, right? Anyway. Anyway, they covered the tracks up real good. I'd be surprised if they like, you know, took a sample of your genetics or something, or did something, that notion, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I can think of something. Hello, IKO the best from Belgium. Cool. A lot of sun today. So I got cleaners coming up in here tomorrow at 3 o'clock or so by a Spalding DEFCON, a guy named Gabe. A guy named Gabe. What was that? I don't know what that is. So I did a lot of walking today. I did about 10,000 steps in 2 days. 48 hours of 10,000 walks. 1918. So I don't know what to talk about. I'm tired. I took a bath. So you guys want to see my apartment complex? Come in for an estimate and such. And I'm gonna clean it up, make sure everything's fixed up here, and I'm gonna relocate, go somewhere else, right? During the heightened of demise of the virus, right? All this attention I'm getting during the height of the virus, right? Right, Yeah, so, lucky me, right? So I go out walking and such, had a salad inside the Subway, but I usually, I've got the barbecue rib. So I saw the commercial for it on the YouTube thing, so I got the rib, like, 2 days ago, like, about a 12-inch, two 12 inches, ate up half of it, ate up the other half. And so I got like a full 12-inch wheat bread barbecue rib Subway sandwich up in the fridge. And I got a half 6-inch sub that I bought today, but it has turkey in it, so it's gonna make you sleep. But it's brand new, so I'm gonna let it but I'm gonna get the 12-inch sub tonight, or half of it tonight. And then see what's happening tomorrow, based on emails and such. So anyway, my mom's husband, she died. People from Vanderbilt took interest in my mom's rare condition when she was infected with this rare disease. It's rare. That's why this Vanderbilt professor took interest in my mom when she had this back cancer, right? And he was like somewhere in like Switzerland or somewhere there, so he had to fly privately back to Nashville to look at my mom and give her the prognosis. But when my mom got struck with that disease, my uncle from Scotland, Glasgow, flew in from Glasgow, and they went down to Nashville, and I was in Nashville, but they wanted to go drive up to the beach in Florida, Gulf Coast, right? But I couldn't go because I had to watch the cats or something in that notion. There wasn't enough room. Plus I wasn't up to par for it though. Plus I wanted to stay home, make my music, listen to my 8 speakers and such, you know. In fact, I live on Raccoon Trail in Hermitage, Nashville. So my Uncle Terry and my mom's husband drove up to Destin area or whatever. So, and she called me up on the phone talking about, oh, you know, she's in the medical ward of somewhere in Destin somewhere, right? She's talking about this and that. I didn't know at the time because she got, you know, back, you know, and it's like very, it makes you like put 2 and 2 together to like puzzles to you know, puzzle, you know, like connect the dots, right? And so she met her demise about 10 years ago or 9 years, yeah, 10 years ago. So my mom's husband wanted to move on, got a wife. She's from Colorado somewhere, right? Something like that notion, right? She has like a couple of sons, you know. One's in the Air Force, one's like a dude that's in the IT technical computer whiz in localized Nashville. Anyway, so they got hooked up. They went through a support class because his wife had, her husband got killed, and my mom's husband. My mom died because they had a support group and they chit-chatted on the internet or whatever, I don't know, right? And they hooked up at a support, like, therapy session or something. And they hooked up. They could have known each other beforehand, I don't know, right? So anyway. Anyway, so she or he wanted me to... my mom's husband's wife, whatever, they wanted me to move out, be independent. So they got me up in here, right? I've been here since 2014. Fool's Day, April 1st, 2014, up in this apartment. I lived in this apartment. I lived in this apartment for 6 years, right? Anyway, so that's beside the point. My stepfather or whatever, he handles the details, so I had nothing to say about this and that, to and fro, where my cash flow go, you know? So there you have it. So, he handles the details and such. And I was living off $200 a month for 6 years. $200 a month for 6 years. For food or whatever, though, you know. I had a food stamp card, but they changed them up like web browsers and such, and video games and such. So there you have it, right? And so it fluctuates, right, along with your income from the government, right? And meanwhile, my biological dad's in South America, or Ecuador, right, with the islands and such. He was alive at the time. My biological dad, died April 29th, based on my aunt from Seattle, Washington. So she says, right? We can't go to the funeral because of this virus thing, right? Right, so, there you go. Someone's booming up the street. Same boom song. Anyway, so, so I'm trying to put 2 together. He sent me for Christmas, my dad, when he was alive, one of the Christmases, like 2017, he sent me a can opener. I thought it was odd. Every Christmas he sends me a can opener, right? I thought that was odd. Right? Right, think about it. And he brought me this little laptop right here. That's pretty cool. That's from my dad in Ecuador when he was alive. But I have a half sister though. Right. So so I'm getting all this attention. I'm getting all this attention at the height of this virus. Lucky me, right? Alright, so, and they don't notify you though, you know. I broke my phone, smashed on the floor, you know, Samsung or something. I don't know, Android or something. I don't know, but I broke my phone. That's why you're hearing that music such. So I don't have it no more. Don't need a phone. On a flip phone or something, right? Something you can like actually call somebody on it without getting interrupted and such, right? Yeah, right. Plus, I'm like my grandfather from Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, near Nogales, right? So I'm like my grandfather when he was alive, right? Yeah. So he doesn't like talking on phones. Yeah. Went to visit him in '93 or '92, whatever. And lo and behold, I have an uncle that's from San Diego. He's an architect, and he's a millionaire from San Diego, right? I mean, they were chatting it up, watching Michael Jordan do the cradle layup thing, right? He's good. I mean, yeah, my friend likes him, but you know, I'm in the football, Jerry Rice kind of guy, though, you know. So that's how I'm in. But my dad wanted to go to Vegas, biological dad. So they ended up, my biological mom, my biological dad, in '92, '93, we're in Mesa, Arizona. We ended up in Mexico, Nogales, Mexico, right? Right. So we're in my grandfather's truck. It's like an '89 Ford or Chevy truck. Now it's a classic. Back then it was kind of a classic. So I think it's 20 years or 25 years, a car is considered a classic. So we go there. I had my 49er coat. It's a bomber coat. It's a black 49er coat, you know. And all the shopkeepers are like eyeing it, like, you know, like flies on, you know, like white on rice, though, you know. So they're watching my coat, and every little like flea market place I've been in Nogales were like, hey man, you know, I like your coat. Anything in the shop, right? You know. And then they boom, yeah, they boom for professionally in Nogales. They have professional boom, unrestricted sound, boom, in '92, '93 in Nogales, right? So go there, walking the streets up there. So I put my coat in my grandfather's truck, and it got broken into. Naturally, got broken into, and they stole my coat. Then messed my mom's purse, but it was underneath the truck. My dad's, camera or something. He's like into camera and such, and video and all that good stuff. He hid it beforehand, so he's kind of like thinks forwardly like that. So yeah. And he works for Haznet at the time. He had a one-of-a-kind job. He's not an officer. He tells officers like lieutenant colonels or colonels to get him a cup of coffee and go back to their cubicle, right? That's what he does in golf carts under facilities, and tunnels under facilities, right? That's all they need to know. I dreamt it. Maybe he told me. Right. So anyway, had a one-of-a-kind job for like fire protection for wartime readiness. And they work for all kinds of like nuclear, biochemical, you know, things of disaster. They think ahead, plan ahead. Alright, so we got 30 minutes up. So July 29th, they had like an investigation with the companies, right? The companies are not backed by the government. Let you know on that. Our companies are not backed by the American government. Get that straight. And Google doesn't have a lot of lose. It's not even $1 trillion company yet. But the other companies, they're $1 trillion companies. They have a lot to lose. Alright. Let that be known, right? And Google, I have the guy's names like Sun and Chai, right? You know, right? And you saw that, I saw a little bit of it. I didn't know it was like, I thought it was like 11 a.m. from the Washington, D.C. area. But lo and behold, it was like West Coast time, 11 a.m. So I got home around at the opening statements and such. So I went back to go walking and such. And I'm looking for something popped in my head about diplomatic plates. If you hop in a car that has diplomatic plates, like United Nations or something, diplomatic plates, they can't get you out of your car. It's considered an embassy. Pick a country, right? Right, so anyway, there you have it. I know that. Well, I know. My thing didn't work. Thought that was odd. I didn't take my wire with me though. The first time I went walking, ran out of juice. Went back to get my wire, and the plug, that plugs into walls and such. And I went to go walk around the campus, but my main objective was charging up at the subway because I noticed it previously walking up in there and such. So I listened to my music and such, had my Michael Jackson music, Jack FM music, you know, like ZZ Top, da na 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 na. I'm like in my own world and such, you know. So I mosey on home, get my wire and walk out, see if I can adventure, see if I can charge up at the with the other like lamp posts and such, where they got like plug-ins at the lamps and such, and they're open, so I didn't like break no laws. Test see if I can get some free energy yet from a light source and such. So all the plugs around campus didn't work, but the one in the subway restaurant worked. So I asked prior to I asked beforehand, hey, I'm gonna buy something, but does this thing work? But I had to stay in the line though, and there's not too many people up in there and everything, and it's like 6 feet distance or whatever. So I asked the guy, well, while waiting in the line, I was testing out to go charge up. If it wasn't gonna charge up, I wasn't gonna worry about dying, eating up in there. So I was charging up while people were like ordering and such. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a salad and such. A 6-inch sub and a salad, both at turkey, right? And I got my 6-inch sub, and she's like, that be all? I'm like, no, I want the salad with it. We had like a little discussion. She's like, yeah, you know, this is what? No problem. Yeah, I want that salad. And they're from like Egypt or somewhere. They got oh yeah, a lot of people from Egypt on this road that own businesses and such, or Sudan or Ethiopia, whatever. Yeah, so. Let that be said. What time we got now? 33:07? Yeah. I bought a bag of chips. I got one whole bag of chips left up in the fridge from the subway during the days. You know, it's convenient, right? So I got my bag of chips in my pocket, right? I'm walking up, like my friend. I ain't seen him in a while. His name is Bob, right? He looks pretty cool. Anyway, so I got a joke from him though. When we go walking around the campus and such, the black guy Bob and me, we're like I say, hey man, you look like an old retired an elderly crocodile in tubs. He got a reaction out of him, right? And we both got limps. We all walk funny, you know. We all got a limp, right? physically disabled and such. So yeah, it's like we're like the elderly crocodile in tubs. You were looking at like. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, so I gave him my chips. Say, hey man, nice seeing you, everything, man. I think I saw him yesterday, though. But I asked this woman that, you know, in the lobby, hey man, you seen Bob? He goes, yeah, that dude, yeah. What's up? You seen him? Yeah, good. And that day, after the 29th, I saw him. I was like, yeah, man, I saw you, man. I was talking to that girl, whatever. You see, yeah. So today, I thought of him, and I gave him a whole bag without opening this stuff. Hey man, you know, he might like it though. It's like made out of like cheddar and sour cream, but it's like anything new I buy 2 of, right? So I bought everything new to me, I buy 2 of it. So, and no sugar, so don't worry about it. I like Coke, man. They got the same Coke taste, right? No sugar, Diet Coke, right? Everybody knows Diet Coke taste, and they can't do. We're in 2020, you know, right? Brozone, and there's not no sugar on it though. I prefer Diet Pepsi though. I'm a Diet Pepsi kind of guy. And I had unsweetened tea from. That's good. A big old gulpy thing of unsweetened tea. That's good. Anyway, so I bought barbecue rib Subway. Been scarfing them things up all 3 days now. Yeah, so what I'm gonna talk about. Oh, so when they went to go, they had like a okay, I gave you the rundown. They got about 20 minutes left. So anyway, and you don't get notifications that much up in this place after the new owners that owned from Knoxville or something. I don't know, right? Anyway, it's hard. And you know, everybody knows I had problems with the internet, you know, because I think it's my location, because a lot of elderly live up in this building, and Everybody's trying to steal their money and try to scam them, all that good such. Me, I'm on my own world. I just use Google, man. I don't know funky sites or nothing like that. Anyway, so back in 2020, they wanted like the management wanted like they want to like investigate in your room. What's it called? Maintenance or something, maintenance check or something, right? Welfare check. I don't know what the hell you call it, right? They roll up in here and they go, no, 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 no. Clean this up. I wasn't notified. Thanks for notifications. So they walked out. The dude was in the Navy and such. So he says, right? He's pretty cool though. I seen her around. He's a pretty cool guy, but she's another woman, right? My stepfather handles the details for all the rent and finance and all that good stuff, right? So they walk out. They notify my stepfather. Previously, my stepfather's like, I can't get in contact with management in the office. Well, she walks in my room for like an investigation or whatever, maintenance or welfare check or something. I don't know. It's inspection. That's what it is. Inspection, right? So they went in here and they looked around. They dipped. Their masks on and all that good such. Prior, I get email from my stepfather like, oh, I can't get in contact with management. Well, management was up in my building. Now he's emailing me like, yeah, management contact me about your apartment. Like, yeah, good. Now you're in contact with her, right? So you don't need me as a middleman, right? There you go. Anyway, so his wife that met in Colorado, she showed up at my door, right? Knocking at my door. She walks in with her phone and shit, right? Talking about, but she's an RN, but she works with infants and such. She's not really qualified, trying to like, I know, right? So she breaks out this phone, right? She wants me to look at it. It's her husband, right? Stepfather handles the details to my rent for 6 years up in here, play, right? Talk about all that good such, and all that good such. So and then I lost my cool, right? So I lost my cool talking to him on a phone that I don't like talking on a phone, right? Right, so she put her phone back in her short pocket and such with her mask on. I don't want to be subjected to people I don't have to, right? So, and I told her, like, I treat my body like a temple, or something that notion, right? Or whatever, right? So she darted out, right? Right. And then the next day, I went walking the next day, right? I went walking, about to go take a bath and such. I got 3 or 4 police people knocking at my door. I'm like, hold on, man, let me put a shirt on. But I didn't know to put a shirt on because I didn't know. So I put my mask on, right? I had my shorts on, right? And my scar, and my messed up leg and such. I just logged on YouTube on the PlayStation, right? The 4 cops. So I was like, hey, what's up, man? They're like, what's up? Yeah, logged on YouTube on PlayStation. What do you need? They're like saying like my sister contacted them to check on me. I'm like, my sister, she's in high school or something. She's a half sister. She came in Ecuador, some other state. She's in somewhere. She's in middle school or high school, right? So they called dispatch, right? And there, 3 of them or 4 of them. I know it's more 3 because they had tactical positions and such. And they had guns and they, and such. Anyway, so, but I didn't see no names or no insignia. So beforehand, I opened the door. Like, hey, y'all police? Yeah, we're the police. Like, hop in front of my eye hole so I can see, because they've got a lot of fake scammers. Like I'm trying to tell you, they got a lot of scammers. Anyway, so the police said, yeah, your sister notified us and such. And they're saying we got the right address or something now. And I hear the dispatch, the code and such, right? No, she had a phone and a camera, a body cam. I don't know, right? So they got the wrong information. Everything's cool. I'm telling them about watch YouTube. I was trying to tell them I'll take a bath. My sister's in high school or middle school, or whatever. All that good such. They had the wrong information, protocol, whatever, right? So they dipped. They left. Yeah, they gone, right? I got an email talking about my stepfather has a cleaning service to come up here to like clean my apartment, right? Beforehand, the other day, I had to go down to the lobby because I wrote my stepfather an email saying like, hey, you're in contact with the people in the lobby now. You don't need me. But yeah, they need you to sign something for HUD or something. Sign the paperwork. So I had to wake up bright and early, huckle down there to the lobby and sign some paperwork. So I did that, but I explained to him, I'm gonna clean up this apartment under the circumstances, right? After I stay here and make sure everything's clean ride, you know, and I get the check to leave, I'm gonna relocate, right? Perhaps get a new phone, a flip phone or something, right? Or a alert thing or something, right? I don't know. Anyway, so I signed up for work, and I get an email from my stepfather. It's like, oh, we got some cleaning people who are gonna show up, be here at that time. So I'm here at the time, right? Waited, you know. So I wanna get on with my life, though. I wanna watch TV and such and such. They roll up in here, but he showed up. I didn't know he was gonna show up. He didn't neglect this. He gonna show up. So I hear him knock on the door, talk about, we're the cleaning people. I'm like, who hired you? He goes, Mike. I'm like, Mike who? And it was him, Mike, somebody, right? So I let them in, but he's trying to give me orders like he's still in the military or something, right? I don't know, but anyway, I go put the mask over my nose and such and get out of his way. So I stood over here and such. He walks in with a Destin shirt or something, and two dudes or something walk on there. They're spreading their freaking germs all around, but it's messy anyway. I'll show you the room after I'm done talking and such. So they dipped, and they're talking, yakking on the phone. I'm washing my hands and such. They up in here and such. So I don't want to hear them. I'd rather hear myself, my own bullcrap talk. I'd rather hear them talk, right? By my door and such, right? So they left, and I went in the hallway. He's like, yeah, I'll be back. Stay here. I'm like, I'm not having that crap, man. So, plus I wanted to get on. I was going to get on my life. He was here. He investigated. He got the inspection. So that was like the 28th or 29th. I think it was the 29th. Yeah, it was 29th. 28th, 29th, or something like that notion, right? I got documented and such. So I waited for him and such, and he didn't show up. So I thought, you know, because he got a new job or something, sent a job with NASA or propulsion or something. I don't know. So he says, though, right? Yeah. So anyway, so I went walking and such. I had it, you know. I went walking and such, and didn't hear nothing from him until like recently today, July 30th. Talk about people are going to show up here at 3 o'clock tomorrow, which is the 31st. And then some Spalding DEF CON, right? Named Gabe, going to give me an estimate. Right. So I saw that, you know, they wanted me to have a primary care physician. So they're always screwing up my address, people that pick me up, like, it could be, I could have the fastest internet in the world, it will still be slow. So might as well just level the playing field, right? Alright, so there you have it. So every time I order something, right, I feel, you know, I'm trying to put two together though, right? Maybe I live in an elderly building. I thought it was a church environment or a campus environment, right? Think about it now. I'm facing the road and I'm putting two together though, right? So I, you know, being real, you know, to a point, because you're on earth to be real, right? To a point. Oh, you know, alright. Anyway, so you're out and about. Now I'm walking and such, that I thought it was like the elderly get scammed a lot. When I first moved up in here, April 1st, 2014, I met this elderly woman. Me and her are good friends. I hope she still walks out and about and such. She's seen this place get built up. We go on campus together. One Christmas we walked to the tree on campus and such. And that was pretty cool. When I met her in the laundry room, back when you had to use quarters in the laundry and such, we were like 4 hours up in there talking and such. But, you know, our laundry and stuff, we're old, you know, back trying to get recuperated, you know? So we're chit-chatting. She used to live in Tower 1, but I live in Tower 2. And, yeah, so anyway, so I know a lot of people. So as for instance, I went walking up the subway today early in the morning, right? After the John Lewis guy at his wake, or, you know, at his passing, and said, before Obama talked, because Pelosi was talking. She wasn't even invited up to stand. I didn't hear her name talk. I was brushing my teeth, getting ready to go to the subway restaurant. I seen police people, but they sit in a tactical position and they'll eat and such. But I went in there looking. I seen a cop car out there, so I went up there. But I wanted to get a drink. I had a big thing of unsweetened tea from the thing where you like pour ice in it and such, do it yourself. And I was no wait. But I had to pay for it though at the thing. I don't know, I forgot what I got. But I met my dude. Some dude showed up, and he's from my building. And like, hey man, long time no see. Like, yeah, I mean, it's good to see you though, right? Yes, we're talking. He used to be a Spanish soccer player and such. from yeah, pretty cool dude. Anyway, so the police people are looking at me. I'm playing my card though, right? So I'm walking and such. Lose my headphones, you know, being happy-go-lucky and such, you know, sitting by the bench, getting a lot of sun rays and such. So I'm trying to listen to the 101.1 The Beat Jams, right? And it has like the information on it and such on here, right? And they had like a couple songs, and I went walking with it, right? But I gave my chips to my friend named Bob, and I went to the ball field, soccer field, where you had no handguns, right? Yeah. Plus, so it's a soccer field too, right? So yeah. So I always get those people though, you know, thinking there's, and you know, Nashville's kind of like, you know, kind of strange. Anyway, so here I go, you know. Tomorrow at 3, July 31st. I got this movie I want to watch. It's called Star Trek Insurrection. It's free till July 31st. That could be the beginning of the 31st of July or after the 31st of July. Anyway, somewhere in between, some time zone somewhere, right? I saw a little bit of it. I saw about 20 minutes of it on my other device. I watched the Star Trek movie. I want to watch that because I watched the first pilot show for the Picard, right? Can you imagine him practicing it in the mirror, like, engage, engage? Right? I don't know. Well, so I have like, when this virus popped off though, when I first caught wind of it, I'm not trying to say I like seen it and such, but it was from China at the time, right? So I'm like, my dad kind of works for emergencies like that. How come they didn't bubble it up, right? Like the Africans did with Ebola, right? Makes you put 2 and 2 together, right? Besides that, anyway. Recently, Amazon people kept fumbling up my order and such, and Walmart people. So you looked at my history on Facebook and such. Back when I had a phone, sometimes I don't use the phone, you know, so they know my address when it suits them to know my address, right? Makes you wonder though. Actually, my thing doesn't work, radio, on that device. Actually, it was a device my stepfather and his wife that's from Colorado, right? And it wasn't even packaged correctly. It's from like an Apple device or something. That's how probably my first computer fried up on one of my videos. I'm wearing red. I got back from like voluntary cycle ward or something. They gave me the wrong. Had an Israeli dude up, and my roommate was an Israeli dude. He's like, you play ball, they'll let you loose. I'm like, yeah, I know, but yeah, right, He was my roommate, and I was allergic to something. So yeah, he wasn't my roommate. And I was in there solo, and they don't let you see the sunlight for 2 weeks or something, right? They don't give you nothing to drink, That was like 2017 or so, something like that, right? So I played ball. They're gonna give me an injection because I don't want to take generics at the time, right? So they gave me an injection in the buttocks, left cheek, right cheek. But I stopped taking that injection in like somewhere like November sometime. So Christmas is coming up. They wanted the woman from Harvard, she's a black woman, and the other black woman, but the black woman I like, she lets me get weighed up and such. Anyway, so they wanted me to get go to a primary care physician, and I had it delivered information to them for blood draw, blood work, all that good such, or make sure everything's A-okay and everything, That was in December for their vacations and such, before the new year pops off. Well, lo and behold, the people that picked me up to go see my primary care physician, they messed up the first trip. Second trip came along, so it's good to plan ahead. So we're en route to go there, and the driver was like, he's on the phone. I'm on the phone with the people, like, hey man, we got 5 minutes to get here. And so they had like a NASCAR convention or something. My friend was driving, so we're like, swerving and driving and such, and we can't take you. You're late. We had like a track bumper, butt cheek to butt cheek traffic and such, right? So he's like, I'm sorry, dude, I can't get you there. No problem, man. Don't worry about it. Drove me home, and that's when I I gave up, and I'm like, look, time after time to keep shafting me, right? Keep doing that. Ever since I was a little kid and such, that I knew things about life that I didn't want to ask too many questions because I don't want to, intervene in some way, right? Yeah, makes you wonder though, right? Stepfather was in the military, worked for Maine, Bangor, Maine, right? And so imagine that. So he goes to the Fort Walton Beach, Florida, White Sand Beach, from Bangor, Maine to Fort Walton Beach. It's like Air Force, Eglin Air Force Base, right? Or Herbert Field, or whatever. Officer though. That's pretty cool though. I can respect that. And I don't know how my mom met him. But anyway, a nightclub or something. They're all hunting because this place is full of nightclub, people clubbing it and such. Then my dad met my mom in my biological dad met my biological mom in North Carolina. Somewhere in that place, somewhere in that area. I got photographs and such. Anyway, my mom had a yellow Grand Torino. And my dad had a hatchback, a green hatchback. So my mom married my dad in North Carolina. They met in North Carolina. Maybe they didn't marry in North Carolina somewhere. I don't know. But they ended up in Seattle, Washington. My grandfather was a season ticket holder in the Kingdom of the Seahawks. And then he retired, got an RV truck, and traveled the country with his RV truck and such. And drove it up to Fort Walton Beach, Florida a couple of times, Met my best friend that currently lives in Vegas, and his sister and such. Went to my birthday party when I had all my friends at the birthday party and such. And, the prankster named Paul, right? So anyway, I'm glad he got to see my grandfather. He ran track for Montana when he was a track runner and such. He had medals in dictation and such for talking and debating and such. I still have those medals in my safe or somewhere in this room. And he ran track in Hawaii. I noticed that too. So he maybe knew Jesse Owens, but I had to do a book report on him, on Jesse Owens and such, when I was in middle school. Or maybe 6th grade or so. I skipped the 7th grade, so I had to do a book on Jesse Owens. I thought pretty highly of that, so I did that. And also I ran track. I was on a long distance team and a short distance team. So I tried to play football, but I volunteered to be a water boy when I was in middle school. I couldn't hack it. So I had to endure being the water boy, so I couldn't hack it. And I was in the Cub Scouts. I couldn't hack that either, So when I was in England, I took up YMCA and everything, so I'm gonna go. So you want to see my room, man? People, check out my room. Can y'all see that? Like a Garfield card, right? So they're gonna clean all this up, right? See my microwave? It's not blinking no more. I got a new microwave, right? My shoes over there. I put my shoes up like that, right? So yeah, they're AN1s. They're like $15 at Walmart and such. That's my room though. Alright, but I took it to heart though, I took this to heart. I took this to heart. Yeah, I took the virus thing to heart. And my games I play on the computer is like Luminary, Rise of the Gunzu, since 05 or so, and Ultima Online since 05 on PC. On the PlayStation, I play Destiny. My dad flew in from Ecuador to Nashville. We're in this ritzy hotel and such. My sister's walking around all by herself. And my dad's bombarded with people talking about OSS or whatever, precursor to something else. I don't know. Anyway, my sister's walking around and such. And the bartender's like, your dad's cool. I'm like, yeah, but We had like an argument and such, so we went walking. It's like so he introduced me to this PlayStation thing, right? And his wife is Latino-ish. She's from the jungle of Colombia or Ecuador, and she doesn't know English too much. My half sister knows, and she's bilingual and such. But they're showing me this game called Destiny 1 at the time. So he taught me into getting the camera in the game Destiny, and he sends me games like Minecraft. It's the second time he sent me Minecraft and Risk, the board game Risk, where you roll the dice and you have like a strategic army and such. And it keeps doesn't work because it's a physically. So I got Destiny 2, and it's like digitally downloaded game. But I've been playing Destiny 1 since Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. Anyway, so I'll play Destiny 2 on this. And what else I'll play on this? Probably Fortnite or something like that, right? I'm not very good at Fortnite, but I won my first time playing at Fortnite. I didn't know how to heal myself, and I can't build. My second account, I won, but I knew how to heal and use the potions. It's the same button as shooting the weapon. I didn't know that. So I won that too in my first game, so I saved that up. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. People, it's about almost 9 o'clock. I have another hour to listen to music before it's 10 o'clock, and I have to ordinance. Be quiet, hush, hush. Yeah, so peace out, folks.